Hello, hello! Alright, let me make sure turn that off. I hope everybody can hear me. It seems like you can, because I can hear myself on the stream. We'll skip the main intro, because this isn't really Candelabra Live. It's also not really a dev stream, but it kinda is. Like, it's a test. This is a testing stream, actually. So, this is... Oh, good. I can't see your smiling face, Takewalker, but I'm sure that you are there. So this is actually something I've kind of had in the back of my mind for a while now. Like whenever any of our releases are any of our games are approaching a release, I tend to play them a lot more because I'm trying to help with the beta testing process. And to be quite honest, I don't usually test, at least not heavily, some of the earlier builds. It's the builds that are much closer to like, oh, we're getting close to a release candidate, or oh, this piece of content is looking like it's almost ready. And that's when I tend to play a lot. And so I've been thinking to myself in the last several major cycles, like, I should really just be streaming the time that I'm play testing the game. And then not only are you going to get to see content that's, you know, new to you, but you'll also get to sort of see our process a little bit. So that's why I say it's kind of halfway between a dev stream and just a pure gameplay stream. So what are we doing today? And by the way, in the chat, let me know if the levels are good in terms of the music versus my voice versus sound effects, etc. All right, so what are we going to play today then on this playtesting stream? Well, One Deck Dungeon has a new mage coming, and part of that new mage, music is maybe a little loud. Okay, that's what I kind of had that feeling that the music might be a little loud, so let's do that. Let's take this down to here, and we'll actually take the effects volume down a little bit as well. All right, let me know how that sounds now. Okay, so what are we doing today? Today we're going to show off a new mage. The game itself comes with 8. This is the first sort of bonus promo add-on mage, whatever you want to call it, and her name is Xae. She is from One Deck Dungeon. We're hoping, fingers crossed, that the other side of this crossover, Mist, who's going over to One Deck Dungeon, will be ready to show by next week. And if so, I'm going to do this again next week. But we'll see. Oh, and I also completely forgot to mention the Indiegogo for Spirit Island, which Nightbot is going to be posting into the chat, I'm sure, a bunch, is more than 2/3 funded. We just hit $27,000 like an hour ago, and we're really excited about that game as well. But one of the reasons I'm also doing this is to show you that, like, just because we're already working on the next game, it doesn't mean that we're leaving the old games behind. We still got work coming for Aeon's End, so we'll show you this. And if you like any of what we do, you can always follow us on Twitter or Facebook, all the things. Just look for Candelabra. Search for Candelabra, I should say. And I think that's probably it for my little intro. Go check out Spirit Island. If you just go to spiritislanddigital.com, if you don't see the link in the thing, that'll take you right to where you need to be. All right, so let's talk about Xae. So she is coming over from One Deck Dungeon, and part of the goal from the design aspect was to maintain her theming and, you know, basically have it not feel just like, oh, this could have been any other mage or any other breach mage, but we can just skin it with this character that we conveniently have from this other game. No, we wanted to make it thematic, make it stick with who she is and how she plays in One Deck Dungeon. So I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit here. And I think that that worked. So how does Xae work differently than any other mage in Aeon's End? Because she does have a couple of sort of unique things going on, and we can talk a little bit more about it when we get into gameplay. But the first and most obvious that you can see looking at her character card here is that she's got this 4th breach that's a funky color. So we're going to talk about exactly how that works a little bit later. But suffice to say, it is a special breach that only she has. You also notice that it looks kind of like it's halfway between locked and open. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. She's also unique in that she comes with 2 of her unique starter, and she ends up with 2 identical, like her starting hand and her starting deck are identical. Which is a little bit different. I actually went and checked. None of the other mages that are currently in the game do this. I don't know if there are any in expansions that do. There may very well be. And I also don't know of any other that has more than 1 of their unique starter, which is pretty interesting. So let's talk about her unique starter real quick. So this is Flight. Gain 1 ether. Okay, so it's a crystal. Or gain 2 ether that can only be used to gain cards from the Vortex deck. the Vortex deck. What could that possibly be? We'll talk about that in a moment as well. So you can see there's already like 3 or 4 really interesting different things about how she works. And you can see her spell storm here is that she casts a prepped Vortex deck spell 3 times, but then destroys it. All right, so that's, I think we're going to start with that, and I will explain the other things sort of as they come up in gameplay. Just to make this simple, we're going to play against Rageborne, because Rageborne is sort of the default. And we'll play with Xae, and here, let's just pick another one and hit random. Let's see who we get. Oh, Mist. That's fantastic. I like that. That's thematic. So we're going to do Mist and Xae as they're sort of crossing past each other in the breach. And of course, Mist, Divine Augury, we'll let Xae draw cards. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, the artwork did turn out really excellent. We're super happy with it. And obviously, so you can see Xae right here, but, and we haven't gotten to this yet because I'm about to build the market. There are 3 other cards in addition. Oh, and you know what? We didn't actually look at, let's look at her starter. Let's bring that up. Oh, maybe I can't bring it up from here. I'll bring it up in game. So there's new artwork on that, and then we've also got new artwork on the 3 promo cards. 1 gem, 1 relic, and 1 spell. So let's take a look at those real quick. So first and foremost, we've got the glass core here. This is a gem where you gain 2 ether, and you can lose 1 durability to gain an additional 1 ether. And then when this runs out of durability, you destroy it. So what is this durability? Well, you'll see this thing right up here in the corner, the Breaker of Chains here. This card has 3 durability. So what this basically means is every time you play this, this loses a durability. Oh, actually, I'd say, yeah, this one, every time you play it, it loses a durability. Durability can be triggered by other things as well. So yeah, so we'll bring that one in because we're going to want to show that off, and then we'll just grab like a Jade. I mean, just to be safe, we'll do like a 2, a 4, and a 5. That way we've got some options. So let's look at this relic now. So we've got a relic with some durability. This is the Staff of Wonders. This is focus any player's breach twice and then lose 1 durability. When this has 0 durability, destroy it and gain 2 life. So this is an interesting card. It's a 6 cost, which seems like a lot, but it basically lets you double focus 3 different breaches because you can use it 3 times before the durability will run out. And then when it goes away, the hero, or excuse me, the mage who's using it gains 2 life. So that's pretty great. So we'll bring that one along. And if we're playing with Mist, yeah, why not? Well, I find with Xae that I really like having the ability to destroy stuff. So we can go with either that relic, or we could potentially go with the Spectral Echo. I think we'll grab a Spectral Echo. And then for our 4-cost spell, let's take a look at this other one. So here is the 4-cost spell with a 4 durability. Lava Bolt. Cast equals deal 4 damage, lose 1 durability. When this has 0 durability, destroy it. So it's a lower cost spell for a much higher damage, but you can only use it 4 times. I don't think there's another 4-cost spell that can do 4 damage right out of the gate. But again, once it's gone, it's gone. So you have to sort of decide. This, I find that, at least in my testing, I tended to take that card later in the game so that I could just use it and not have to worry about conserving it, because the worst case scenario is like you blast through that and then you're left with nothing but sparks or something like that, and then you need to deal 2 damage instead of 1 on a turn against a nemesis or something. I don't know. There's a lot of scenarios where that could be tricky. And again, as the less strategic of the Handelabra players from Handelabra Live, I'm still learning a lot of how this base game works and what some good strategies are there, and so I'm also then folding in Xae. So you may not get the most strategic stream here, but I'm hoping to explain the mechanics as much as possible. All right, so we'll grab that spell, and we will grab Feral Lightning, which I'll explain why, but that is a really great spell to have. And then usually you want to have a good solid 6 cost. I like all 3 of those 6-cost spells. We'll just take this one. All right. So we've got all 3 of the new cards in here. And then we've got Xae, who we're going to show off. And we're playing against Rageborne. So let's get started. Yeah, durability, so far it's been very, very interesting in my testing. It sort of changes a lot about how you sort of plan things out. But then What I actually haven't done yet is played a game that has the new durability cards in a game that doesn't have Xae. And so as a result, most of my thinking has been about Xae and about how those cards interact with her. I would really be interested to see how I buy those cards if I play in a game without Xae in them. Just because the way that mechanic interacts with her could be kind of interesting. So I'll explain how that all works as we go. All right, so it's, beginning of the game. We got Mist. She can't use her unique starter to cast any spells because there aren't any. So she will do this. And let's go ahead and just have her buy one of those gems just right out of the gate to start it off. Okay, so let's hover over this breach real quick. So here's breach 4. Permanent +1 damage on cast. And this is the Vortex breach. But I don't get it. It just says 4 to focus and there's nothing up here to open it. What happened? So the Vortex breach can only be focused. It can never be opened. But whenever you cast a spell out of that breach, that spell gains +1 damage for the rest of the game. Forever. It's a legacy game. I'm kidding. It's just to the end of the game that you're currently playing. And again, so this is, there's some discussion about why it would be digital only. The durability, I'm sure you could actually come up with a way to find a way to track the durability on the tabletop. But, one of the things that Kevin was interested in here was trying to come up with mechanics that would either be easier or, frankly, only possible in digital. So that's kind of what this is. If someone out there wanted to print and play and try to do these durability cards, it's certainly doable. But again, this is the other thing now that Xae is doing, which is that any spell that gets cast out of that breach 4 is going to increase. So you'd have to be tracking that as well and make sure you know which card it is, etc. So okay. Durability seems to be digital only. Here's my 10 damage spark. Yeah, I've gotten a spark up to 5. Because this is the thing. Remember, anytime you're going to try and prep a spark there, it costs you 4 ether to focus it first, or you have to use some other kind of way to focus it. But so that's one of those things where it seems like that would be super powerful. Well, you just want to keep doing it. Yeah, but are you going to use those 4 ether early to focus a breach just so you can prep a spark and do it, or are you going to do better to buy a spell with those 4 ether? So that's sort of where the trade-off is with Xae. So the other thing we haven't covered yet is the Vortex deck. So that's what's sitting right over here. So what is this exactly? So the Vortex deck is basically a deck of spells of 1 each for each of the available cost. It's chosen randomly and built for you at the beginning of the game. And you obviously can only buy it from the top down in the same way. Yeah, since you don't shuffle, I was actually thinking exactly that. I was thinking when they were talking about you could use little chits or you could use colored paper. But yeah, sometimes you're not allowed to know where your cards are in the deck. All right, so you can see that these are spells, but they're a little purpley shaded. This might change because this still is in testing. In my opinion, and I mentioned this in a bug, this made them look too much like gems instead of spells. I would rather see, if we're gonna go with the purple, I'd rather see it as like an outline so that I could still look at like it's yellow. But we're still, so like I said, we're still sort of working on this. But basically, you can use these spells in place of buying spells from the regular supply, and you get a bonus to buying them using Flight. And you can then use them for your special spell storm here. Cast a prepped Vortex deck spell 3 times and then destroy it. So that's the Vortex deck. And again, as we sort of play, we'll sort of discuss that. So first things first, as I mentioned, she starts with 2 of the exact same starting hands here. So I'm going to play all gems, and I'm actually going to go ahead and gain 2 for the Vortex deck. This has sort of become my standard Xae opening if there's a Jade in the supply. I'll prep that first spark. Then I'm going to go ahead and buy this Vortex, or excuse me, buy the Spectral Echo off the Vortex for 3. That leaves me with 2. I'm going to buy a Jade, and then I'm going to discard my Flight first. I definitely find myself heavily favoring buying spells from the Vortex deck with her instead of focusing on economy, just because she kind of comes out of the gate ready to do economy with the amount of stuff she can get. So it's just something that I've found myself doing. But obviously, as this gets out in the wild with more playtesters, that may change. Let Miss take that damage. All right. So let's see. So first things first, we're going to play these. And now we're going to play this. So we're going to definitely get 2. And then this is a card that gives you a choice. So if I want, I can gain 1 more ether. Or if I don't want to burn it, I can preserve durability. Since I've already got 5, I guess the question really is Mist going to try and buy... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to preserve the durability. And I'm going to go ahead and buy the Burning Opal. And that way she should now be pretty solid on economy. And she can start really focusing on some new spells. Because I ended up with extra cards, I didn't want to go with the standard Mist opening and just open Breach 2 and prep that second Spark. So I do end up with 1 in hand, but that's fine. It's early. Alright, so Xae is going to go ahead and cast this. Just do basically the same thing that she did last turn. So I'm going to play this. I will gain 2 for the Vortex deck. Basically, unless it's like, oh, I definitely need 4 because I want to buy X from over here, my first several turns, I'm almost always going for the Vortex deck. So I end up with 5. I'm going to buy that, and that was actually one of those durability spells that we were talking about. So what's really interesting is that this, like I've had a couple really good scenarios where I've prepped this into Breach 4, into her Vortex Breach, where it gains 1 each time it's cast. And then use her ability to cast it for 4, then for 5, then for 6. And bonus, if you've even used it once before, you can cast it 4, then you can cast it for 5, 6, and 7. And then it's gone, but that's a pile of damage to get in one, basically in one action. Cool. All right, so we got that. We'll discard these. All right, same deal. We'll deal some damage. Takewalker says, so when it says lose 1 durability, it means that card loses durability. Yes, you can't sacrifice 1 off the gem to use the spell more. No, that's correct. It's the card itself is what has the... So this glass core is getting cracked as you use it, and then as the third time you use it, it's gone. You know, with the Staff of Wonders, your staff is slowly going to be burning up. And then with the Lava Bolt, the lava is going to solidify. I don't know. I'm not going to cast the spell. Alright, so we've got 4. And she only has sparks at this point, so I think I'm going to go ahead... Should I grab that durability spell for more damage, or should I start calling the deck and use maybe the Spectral Echo? So Xae got a Spectral Echo from the Vortex deck, so I don't have to worry about that with her. But I think, you know, it's always good to have one of these in hand, so we'll do that. Get the Provoker, and there's already 3 Fury tokens, so we're definitely going to want to deal with that Provoker pretty quick. Okay, so now this is where we start to have questions when it comes to Xae. So, do I want to prep this into just the open breach, or do I want to spend money to prep it into the Vortex Breach to start powering this spell up? But then I don't end up with... So, like, right now I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can actually go ahead and get this Feral Lightning if I don't spend my money to focus this breach. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prep that right over there. Next turn, I'll be able to get rid of one of those, either that Spark maybe. I'll probably get rid of the Spark, actually. Yeah, so let's play... Actually, I guess I don't need to use the Vortex deck, but I will. And then I'll grab the Feral Lightning. And so the eagle-eyed among us can probably understand why I like Feral Lightning so much so that I'm lucky enough to have gotten one that's in the Vortex deck, but we also went ahead and bought it. And you'll notice that this spell may be prepped to a closed breach without focusing it, which has turned out to be pretty great. For Xae's ability, does it only use spells from the Vortex deck, or do spells in the Vortex breach count too? As far as I can tell, it's a Vortex deck spell. So it has to be one of the ones from there. At least that's, I mean, I think John just went to lunch, but we can ask again if and when he comes back what the actual ruling is on that. All right, so let's hit that for 2. We'll destroy this Spark because we're getting better spells already from over here. Yeah, as with Sentinels, every single word counts. There it is. Cast a prepped Vortex deck spell 3 times and then destroy it. Yeah, and I think that's also why, like, the idea that you could only use it in conjunction with the Vortex Breach, which is already a huge bonus, that would probably be almost too overpowered if you could use it for any spell. Well, maybe not. I guess because you do kind of get a wide gamut of spells in the Vortex. I don't know. This is where you start getting into mathy kinds of discussions about which one is potentially better. It doesn't conform to the Sentinel's terminology. Exactly right. All right. So let's see. What do I want to do? So now we've got a planar insight there, which means I got to get up to 6, which is probably going to mean that I'm going to have to end up to getting both of my flights in the same hand in order to get enough. So, yeah, unfortunately, right now there is no way to read the specific setup rules about the Vortex deck and the Vortex Breach in-game, but that it will be coming. Yeah, so I'm just going to gain 1 because I can't spend it over here because I'm not going to have enough. That gives me 3. She's already got a Spectral Echo. So I'm going to actually... What's the best use of 3 here? I don't need another Spectral Echo, but I could get this moving faster. I'm just going to get that Bottled Vortex, and I will probably call out the other Spark and a Crystal. That does mean that she can only use her ability as many times as there are spells in the supply. And so since there's technically the rules, and we're actually still waiting on a clarification on this. The rules are that her Vortex deck is made up of a single spell at each cost from 2 to 8. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So basically 7 spells she would have to charge up. Basically, like someone would have to do the math to see if it's even feasible to think that she could, without doing anything else in the game, generate herself enough ether to buy all of them, and then also charge up her ability. Well, I guess with teammates, they could potentially like just focus her ability. I don't know. It's the long and the short of that. I just don't know. All right. So let's keep doing this. All right. Remind me what this one does. Discard a card in hand if you do. Your ally draws a card. I don't think. Yeah, that's not necessary. Oh no. Oh, actually, I am gonna do that. Yeah. So that's 5. I would get 6 and 7. I don't actually need 7. Well, unless I do like a 3 and a 4. Yeah, let's just preserve durability. Put this over here, and we will grab the Wildfire Whip. Alright, now we got the Haze Spewer. So a couple more things going after Gravehold. Ooh, right in the thing there. Alright, we got a Bleed Static. Oh, come on! Not okay! What? Alright, well this is gonna... We'll probably just restart this game. But that just was like 20 damage to Gravehold right in a row there, which is not great. Alright, so we have 4 turns now before we're going to have to minimum 4 turns before we're going to have to deal with this. So yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. 2, 2, that's going to do 4. So we each get to go twice. Alright, so I'm just going to do this and play all the gems. Alright, so I can open that, or I can focus that. Yeah, she's been holding off on opening a second breach, so this is fine. I'll just do this. I know, I just gotta play my best spell. It's fine. Alright, is that gonna be... Oh, I guess this'll end up getting rid of this completely with both of these spells, so we'll do that. Alright, good. We didn't bring any Gravehold healing, did we? I don't think so. Okay, so we got 3. What is she? We called out one of her sparks, but she has a lot of them. So I guess I'll just use this 3 to grab that, and we'll start calling out the other 2 sparks. Alright, so she can do this. Alright, so I'm going to prep this right over there without even focusing it. Woohoo! Yes, I love me some Feral Lightning. And now I have enough. If we take the 2 for the Vortex deck, we have enough to go ahead and buy that Planar Insight. So that's good. And then we'll prep that over there. And so now we have to start focusing on focusing, it looks like. So she's basically got a bunch of good spells now because she basically bought out the entire deck. But she has not been focusing on opening this stuff. So we're going to have to do that. Yes, so this is going to deal 3, and it'll now boost its damage. So we'll do that. And if I come down here, you can see, oh, look at that. It's a 4 now. Yes, Take Walker. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Yeah, it is built completely separately from the supply. It is like I said, it is completely randomized at the beginning of the game, and it is done for you, and you cannot. I don't believe you're going to have the ability to set it yourself. And you get 1 of each cost. And it can be any of them, even if they're not in the game. So yes, it's pretty interesting that way that she, so she could get this Arcane Nexus, but Mist can't get that Arcane Nexus because it's only for Mist, because she's reaching into her own vortex to find spells. All right. What am I trying to get rid of? So there's 1 of the sparks, and I'm going to draw the... Oh, wait, she already got rid of her sparks. That was Mist that was getting rid of extra sparks, right? Yes, okay. So, yeah, so I'm going to play this, and I will lose the spark and 1 of these crystals in hand, or excuse me, in the discard. So that's 7. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll just go ahead and just grab 1, normal 1. That's true, Mist can cast the spell. Okay. So yeah, so this is what I was talking about now. So do I start focusing up these other breaches, since she's going to start drawing several in a hand, or do I start charging myself up to do like a super attack? I think the smartest is probably going to just start opening these things up. And I guess I could have focused it I could have used that to focus this and then prep that, but I don't know. As long as I've got this Feral Lightning, I feel like that's the one that I'm going to want to be powering up. And spending the ether... Right now, I think spending the ether to open the rest of these so I have options before doing it there is probably the safer choice. Although, I guess with this much health still on Rageborne, who knows. Again, this is sort of a mechanical showcase, not so much a strategic showcase. Alright. Well, we're definitely going to hit... I want to get rid of that crystal. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get rid of that crystal. Alright, so I'm not going to take the Vortex Ether because I can't... I need to have enough Ether in hand in one go to make that work if I'm going to do it. Yeah. So we'll prep both of these. Hey, Veriga. What's her ultimate? If you're asking about her ability, it is to cast a prepped Vortex spell deck 3 times and then destroy it. And that's what this we're talking about over here. She's this is the crossover mage from One Deck Dungeon, and she is sort of... Was it announced when she's introduced exactly? When she's ready. We're still testing. So that's, this is sort of the first look now to sort of show off the character, how she plays, how these new mechanics work. But she is in heavy testing now. I mean, it probably won't be a super long time. And then maybe next week we'll show you Mist in One Deck Dungeon. That's what we're hoping to do. We're hoping to have enough to do that. Where am I getting? All right. I think I might have trailed off and not entirely answered someone's question. Maybe not. Or what was her ultimate? Yeah, so she casts the thing from the thing. So I explained that. All right, so we got 3. I was just talking about opening up all of her breaches so they were ready. I'm wondering, though, if I'm starting to call out all my low cost, I don't want to get in a situation where I don't have enough economy to buy the things I need. So I'm wondering if actually buying another Jade right now might be good so that I can continue to call out all the 1 costs. And then once the Vortex deck is empty, these are basically crystals, so you can start calling those out as well. And I don't have enough to get a better gem, so I guess, yeah, I'm just gonna grab a Jade with this. Venomite! Alright, so yeah, we'll do that for 4. And let's see what we got here. What would she draw? She would just draw crystal, so we're not going to do that. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. What would I need 8 for? This is mist. Yeah, this is sort of how I play the game. I tend to do a lot of thinking, so you're actually hearing my real inner monologue. This is how I play. I talk to myself when I'm playing, so. I guess we could. It still has 3 durability, so that's fine. I'll take it this time. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? I am gonna cast her spell, because if we can make this be gone before... Oh, I guess it wouldn't. I did the math wrong there. Well, it's fine. Okay, so should I open her Breach 3 with the 7? Or is there something else that's more pressing? I don't think there is. Yeah, she's already got 2 good spells, so that's fine. We'll open this, and then I will grab another good spell next round, I think. Oh, perfect. Okay, so that got gone. Hopefully Xae will go next, and she can cast that, and then we don't take any damage from the bleed static, but who knows? I guess we'll find out. Perfect, so I can get rid of both of these spells right now. Alright, and her entire thing is just the 1. Yeah, I mean, I guess I might as well get her another Spectral Echo, because she needs more spells now. She's good on economy. Perfect. Boom. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. We'll just gain 1. Yeah, and I think I'm actually going to not... Well, I guess for 2 damage to in order to power this up again. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, but I went ahead and prepped that. So yeah, so someone was going to have to take damage either way, so this is fine. Yeah, and then Jeremy forgot what he said literal moments ago. Yeah, have you met me? Have you heard me playing with John on the stream? I can't remember how many times in the last week, in the last, I guess, 6 months, where I've been like, he'll like intricately explain the thing he's gonna do and how it's really important that I not do one thing, and then I go ahead and do that one thing. I'd love to say that I was doing it on purpose. I'm really not. I don't actually think on the same level that people like John think on, and so as a result, I'm behind. All right, what do I want to do here with these 4 ether? Yeah, see, and this is what I'm talking about. See, I'm not bothering to focus this. That's 4 ether I don't have to spend, so I can spend it over here. And actually, this one is my... Yeah, this is my... Yeah, I'm going to start charging up her abilities. I definitely want to use it at some point. Ugh, man, I need to get those... special gems together so I can actually finish off this deck. Yeah, we'll let Xae take this since she has the higher health. Alright, what do we get? Oh, alright, and there's the pulverizing ray. So we do have Baneful Crux to discard. Discard 2 cards in hand that each cost 4 or more, unleash twice. Power is unleashed twice. Grave Hold suffers 3 damage. So I feel like it's worth getting rid of this. That's true. Most people do not think on the same level as John. That is very true. Mark. All right. Do I want to call out another one of these crystals? Sure. Okay, so this, I could get rid of this one right now, and the pulverizing ray we cannot get rid of. Yeah, unleashing twice. See, if it was earlier in the game, I would not do this, but man, Gravehold being at 7 with the Nemesis still at almost 50 is rough. So I guess the question is, do I want to... I'm gonna keep the spell, I think, and just get rid of both of the good gems. Yeah. I don't even have enough to play it. Yeah, just cycle it out. Oh yeah, is Baneful Crux? I think Baneful Crux may be a new promo card actually. Jean-Marc, is that right? Is Baneful Crux one of the villain promos? Villain promos, listen to me. One of the Nemesis promos. Yeah, I don't remember Baneful Crux coming up in other games, but there's a lot of cards, so it's fair that maybe it hadn't. So someone will let me know. All right, so we need to do this 4 times. All right, we'll definitely get rid of this. This. 3. 4. So she could at least... 2, 4, 5, 6. Still not enough, so we'll discard... I want to let me... There we go. Alright, unleash twice. Any player suffers 2 damage. Wah, wah. Let Jay take it because she's still higher. Alright. So let's cast this to deal now 4 damage. And I think that's probably the one. If we can get that one powered up a few more, and then we can go ahead and use Spellstorm, that is going to be a mess of damage. Super, super good times. All right, so 2, 4. Yeah. Or I could just do that right now. Okay, so yeah, let's think about how we want to do this. So we could potentially use this Planar Insight, in which case we're going to want to have it prepped in Breach 3 and have Breach 3 all the way open. So that's one way we could use that. But then we can also use it for that Feral Lightning that we've been slowly powering up. So, yeah, let's at least do this. And let's go ahead and... Let's just start working on getting that Breach 3 open for her. There are going to be 3 Nemesis promos. 1 for each of the player card promos. And those are actually coming from existing promos that are on the tabletop. They're not newly designed cards. The Nemesis ones. The player cards are new. And this will all be wrapped up in something that's going to be called Promo Pack 1. So the 3 Nemesis cards, the 3 player cards, and Xae, that is going to be something called Promo Pack 1. On Steam, that is going to be Promo Pack 1 that is just included with the game. You're going to get it. Yeah, it might be 1 for each level, actually. I think that might be right, Take Walker. Jean-Marc can probably answer that question as well. On mobile, it's going to be, I think it's a $1.99 DLC because the game is way less expensive to buy on mobile. So the add-on content is probably not going to be free. Certainly not at least not the promo content, I should say. All right, so yeah, I still don't have enough to do the deck. So we'll do this and this. Yeah, and so this is another one of those where it's like this is a good one to prep. Like if you have the empty breaches, prep it to one of the open ones, and you can leave it. So you don't actually have to use it until you really need it, so you can sort of preserve that durability. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah, it's fine. All right. Yes, let's keep hitting the thing. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason not to use both of these here. Yeah, none of the breach tree is not going to be open for at least another round. Although I guess we never ended up buying the Staff of Wonders, so we haven't actually used that anywhere yet. Maybe in the next game I'll play. I'm definitely going to play more than one game today, so maybe in the next game we can take a look at that. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use this. You know, we're getting Rageborne here down into reasonable territory. So all right, let's put this back up here again. Yeah, and actually, so like that's going to be 5, 6, and 7. I think I'm going to use it one more time, and then I'll use my ability on it, I think. Although, excuse me, you know what? Wait, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, still I'm not getting enough to get that thing out of the Vortex deck. Yeah, you know what? If I'm going to keep getting this much, I could do this and then this. Yeah, I like this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use that now, and I'm going to use it on my Feral Lightning here. And so you'll see this is going to do 5, 6, 7. Oof. That's awesome. I don't even have to worry about powering up the other card. Yeah, so Mist is going to be able to do this. Might as well call out one of these. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, shoot. What did I do? Yeah, that's not right. Yeah, so play that. What did she end up drawing? Ugh, you know what? The Nemesis is so low, it really does not matter. So we're going to skip that. We'll do this. We'll go ahead and get in it, because why not? So we got 7. Yeah, I don't see a scenario where we don't. Oh, actually, I guess we could. There is a possibility. So let's do this. Start powering this up to maybe help out Xae a bit. Oh yeah, see now this is where, you know, one of the other cool things about this is kind of like a blasting staff or you know, even Mist's unique starter where you get to play something outside of the casting phase. So like if I had this all the way powered up, I could prep this and then use my ability to cast it immediately. But I don't have enough to make that happen. So just do this, and we'll take 2. Oh, I guess. Yeah, you know what? This is a good choice. We'll do this. Yeah, and actually one mechanical thing I don't think we covered yet, so I'll mention it now, is the thing about that 4th breach is because it can only be focused and never opened, you can never leave a spell in it. So, you know, it's a little bit more of a blunt instrument, but with some solid aiming, shall we say. It's not a scalpel, but it is, you know, it can do a lot of damage sort of, you know, across the board, but you got to be pretty careful about how you use it, I think, is probably a reasonable way to discuss it. Okay, this is perfect. So now I'm actually going to let her do this. Boom. Oh. I did it! Huzzah! All right. So, yeah, let's play a new game. All right, so we'll try to do a market that's fairly different, but keep the 3 new cards in there. So we'll grab this one and this one and this one. And I think this time we're going to go against Carapace Queen. I would say Carapace Queen is probably my favorite nemesis to fight. All right. Yeah, we'll keep the Jade around. Actually, I think let's go... a little different this time. And maybe do another relic here. We'll keep the... we said we were going to try and do something that was different. So let's instead of the Jade, we'll do the Verswood Amber. And we'll do... I think we had that, so we'll take this. And we've got that one. And... I don't know, maybe this? Sure. Then in spells, let's maybe take off the Focuser, and I guess we'll take, yeah, sure, Oblivion Swell, and yeah, this is gonna be a weird market, but I like it. All right, and let's do actually like a 3-character game this time. So like we'll do like maybe Xaxos and Brama. And we'll do this one on normal. Unleash! Man, damage right out of the gate. Alright, so yeah, that's not... Yeah, someone's gonna take damage and they're also gonna draw, which is gonna change a little bit about how opening hands play. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll do Xaxos. Alright, so let's play the gems. We'll go for the Vortex deck. As mentioned, that is kind of a thing that I do. Yeah, see, the downside here is if I go for the Vortex deck now, I end up with these 2 that I really can't do anything except for a charge, so I guess we might as well. Let's actually take a look at our Vortex deck and see what we got. So, we got a Spectral Echo, which is sort of typical. For our 4, we got an Ignite. For 5, we got the Dark Fire. Discard 2 cards from hand, deal 3 damage. For each, we got a Planar Insight again, and Arcane Nexus again. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep letting Xae be the one to take extra turns. Can prep that. Yeah, let's do this again. Gain 2 for the Vortex deck. And again, that takes us down. We only have 1. You should implement all the spells from the physical game so she has more to choose from. Hey, we would absolutely love to keep making all the expansions for this game. That is something that we would very much be on board to do. Alright. We'll do standard mist opening. Not Mist, excuse me. Brama. Alright, so what should we focus on for her? She's the healer, so we could focus her on charges and economy. I think that's probably not a bad choice. Alright, so we've got 5. Which is interesting, because you don't usually get 5, so you can't usually open Xaxos' second breach right off the bat. Yeah, that feels like a good use of that. Alright, so we get the Banesire, which is going to unleash. We get Woven Sky. So Woven Sky is discard 3 cards in hand, unleash, any player suffers 4 damage. Yeah. The question is, do I want to do it right now? Because I could grab this Dark Fire. Yeah, so she has deck calling. Nobody else does, because we didn't end up getting any of it. We didn't end up taking any of the stuff that has deck calling. So, all right. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it. So she's now pretty good with spells and the like, so that's good. Do we want her to take this turn? Yeah, that's fine. She can get rid of that spark, so that's good. And now we're back into just regular here. Well, yeah. Like, my economy is very different than what I'm used to in this game, so... Alright, we definitely want to deal with that haze spewer sort of as fast as possible. Because it goes after Gravehold at its current health. Right, so we'll do the standard Brama. Ooh. So we can actually finish Banesire off completely, so that's good. And yeah, I'm actually going to let this discard 3 cards in hand. Good. So 1, 2, 3, which is perfect, which allows me to just play 2. There's literally nothing I can buy for 2 other than charges, so I will go ahead and grab a charge. Alright. Somebody else... Yeah, how many do I have to take this down to get it out of the Gravehold Suffering Damages section? Oh, just 1. Okay, perfect. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so in that case, I think I am going to do that. So I'm going to play that. I will gain 1. Do 7, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the charger, and I'm going to start charging myself. Alright, so we get an Agony Field. This one is to discard, destroy a card in hand that costs 2 or more. And it's destroy, not discard. And the power is to unleash, which is bad, but then any player discards 3 cards and draws 1. So it's actually kind of a mitigated badness. Yeah. Yeah, so at this point, because I keep letting Xae take them, and because she's such a fast starter, she's like 3 turns ahead of everybody. Alright, so we can end this. And get rid of the other... Oh, you're right. That's the wrong spell. So who do we want to gain a charge? Brama or Xaxos? Remind me what Xaxos does again. Oh, right, the charges. Yeah, we'll do Xaxos. Ah, Decimate, Baneful, Crux, and Unmake. Thank you, John. Destroy a card in hand that costs 2. Yeah, you know what? Oh, yeah, but that's gonna... Yeah, this is the problem with her, is she can get into a really bad economy situation. I definitely don't want to... you know what? This is probably the dumbest strategic call, but I think I'm actually going to get rid of this Dark Fire. Like, it's a good spell, but I have other spells that I would prefer. So that was probably really dumb. If John was here, he'd probably be like, what did you do? But that's fine. Give me 1. Alright, so this... Fine. Do I want to get... Yeah, I'm going to grab that spell. So, I love having... Well, he's here. I mean, he's here, but he's not talking in my ear. He's typing. Right. I do love this Amplified Vision with Xae because, like, using it as a free focus on Breach 4 can be really super helpful if you don't have cards that can go in it without it being focused. So, that is a thing. Alright, so now we can... keep working on those. Get that down further. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so what else do we have? We got rid of both the... Oh, yeah, right. So she had 1 spark. We destroyed... Oh, right, because we destroyed the other thing. Okay, so she's got 1, 2, 3, 4 spells. So the question is, do I want to buy this Damager spell? What's happening? All right. Or Yeah, like what would I want to get into that breach? Start powering it up other than maybe this. Two. Yeah, she's gonna have two. Alright, I'm doing it. Focus in breach 4. Yeah. What's he having? Oh, he really literally still has nothing other than his startings, his starters. So I think I probably need to start building him up a bit. Place a husk into play for each turn order. Oy, that's a lot. All right. Yeah, we'll let Xaxos take this one. Ooh, I like this. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to hit this. I'm going to damage 3 husks. Play all my gems. Play the thing. Alright, I bought a gem the last time around, so I'll buy a spell this time around. I'll buy the focuser spell. Probably should have focused on getting somebody up to enough ether to buy that relic that we haven't looked at yet. Maybe I'll work on getting Brama up to that. Oh, yeah, so if I get 3, that'll be 2, 6, 7. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll grab her a Wristwood Amber. And that'll allow her next turn to buy enough to do that. Yeah, take the 1 damage. And we'll get rid of one of these. So we'll prep that. Uh-oh. Can't prep that one. So I will play all of these, and I will focus this one just so that I can get that prepped this turn. Camera screen swarms! What do I want to discard? We don't want anyone to not be able to deal any damage on their turn, so we'll do that. Alright. Alright, let's keep working away at these. Alright, so I actually don't know. So that's 4, 6. Oh, this isn't even Brama. This is Xaxos. Does Xaxos want to do that? I didn't realize he was going to have a 6. I mean, they both could. Yeah, and if so, I can preserve durability. Yeah, it's not that this isn't a useful card. We were having a hard time getting enough ether to actually make it happen. So, right. So this is the person that we can't hit unless there are no husks. So let's do that. Okay, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's fine. So we will gain it, and we'll do the 6 so that she can get that. Right, and so now you'll see, like, that's down to 1 durability. So, like, I used it there because I really was like, oh, with 5 I could do blah, 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 but with 6 I can do this thing. Oh, this thing is stuck in my neck. I gotta plug this in. Hang on 1 second. Gotta charge up my headphones for the trip home. Alright. Yeah, what do I want to do with just 3 ether here? I mean, his economy could use the boost. That's fine. We'll get him a Wristwood Amber. Alright, so if Xae does this, I can't... Two damage. Yeah, so if we get to go again, I can deal even more. Yeah, we're gonna let Xae take this one. Should I just hit him? Yeah, I guess I'll just hit him for one. Right. Yeah, we're gonna let's get Xaxos all the way, and Xaxos can finish charging up Brama. Ah! So let's go ahead and grab 2 for the Vortex, another 2 for the Vortex, and we have 6, which allows us to buy that Planar Insight. Since we finally got those together. We could have done it if we wanted to keep them together much more easily, but it is what it is. All right. Yeah, so I definitely feel like we're going to be getting to the scenario whereby these husks are going to have 2 health, and we get 2 Carapace Queens in a row right now. So this could be interesting. All right, let's go ahead to let's play all of these. So that's 5. Yeah, I did this once, so now I'm on the train. So we're gonna keep powering that one up. Unleash twice. Okay. Oof. Yeah. 3 in a row. Unleash twice. Yeah, we gotta. Don't go again. Okay. Whew. All right, so this is good. Hopefully this will be us. Yes. High back. All right. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna heal him in a minute, so we gotta get out of the heroes could die phase. Okay, so let's use this Staff of Wonders. Focus any player's breach twice, lose 1 durability. So, I feel like getting some things. So we could completely open this breach. We could open this breach. Yeah, Brama's really not doing a lot of spells, but Xae is. He doesn't have enough spells right now to make this super worrisome, so we'll just do that. Great. Play all gems. What do we got? So that'd be 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I need 6, or is 5 going to be enough? Yeah, because I think I really wanted to charge him up and then do the thing. And then... yeah, that's fine. I will... gain... yeah, I'll gain 1. It's fine. That way now I've got 6, so I can grab another damaging spell. Yeah, we'll go for the higher damage one. And then this. And so now let's finish up with 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know if anybody else caught this. John, if you're still watching, I'm assuming this is probably fine because they happen one after another, but I used his spell, which revealed the next card. It revealed that it was the wild card, but now I'm getting to put it back in a different order. So that's an interesting scenario where, like, the order of operations can change some kind of things. It's probably logically, and I'm sure John will be like, I don't understand. That's totally obvious. Of course that's the way it would work. But it surprised me. So let's just say that. So let's do, since it was what we were, and I like the idea of having another hero before the bad, let's go like that. Okay. That's good. We've used our ether. We bought our thing, so let's do that. All right. Yeah, I didn't actually think through who I wanted to take a turn. Yeah, let's actually... Yeah, Xae gets to go twice, and we can see which one of these we want to get rid of the most. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like it's still... these. There we go. That's good. And... yeah, I actually don't want to destroy any of these yet. 2, 4, 6. Does she have... oh, right. She only has that Versword Amber. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I only had 2, so I can't. Yeah, this one's got to. And I guess that's good. All right. Well, that's fine. My goodness, look at these 2 hands. We're fine on Pulverizing Ray. Okay, so does feel like kind of a waste. Yeah, so Brama's definitely going to heal up Xaxos and probably just keep charging. It's 2 and 2, and then that's gone. Versus 4. Yeah, this probably is... feels like a waste, but I'm gonna try and heal everything up, so... alright. Play the gems. Yes. So let's focus that and put that in there. Oh. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright. Alright, heals Xaxos up. Yeah, the only other flip was if she could get 6. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, with 6, I may buy her that super gem so that she can be building things up more quickly. That's what I was thinking, like, oh, should I buy a Verswood Amber here? Like, get a Verswood Amber and a charge to hopefully move faster on charges, but we still don't have any culling, and that's the problem. Yeah. Alright, so gem. Gem. Good. And there's the husks have 2 lives. I knew it was coming. I was like, ugh! Just in time for me to not have any spells prepped that are going to do enough damage to make it make sense. Alright. Should we buy him another spell? 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, he has the double charger thing. Does she have that too? Wait, did we end up buying that? Maybe we didn't end up buying that with her. Oh well. Yeah, I feel like we gotta start dealing some massive damage or else we're gonna be in trouble. Sure. Alright, so we'll let Xae do this. This is gonna deal how much now? 4. So that'll be... yeah, this is fine. So we're gonna take this... and we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. All right. This is getting good. Yeah, I don't have the. I didn't have the thing to actually focus that, unfortunately, but it's fine. All right. This can damage 1 husk. Do I need 4 this round? Do I still have? Yeah, kill it. Although I guess, yeah, if I wanted to prep anything into that last breach this round, I should have kept that. So I am going to do that. Let's go back. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the 5 spell for extra ether. Yeah, that's a fair point. Alright, so we're not going to do the destroy. So now we'll play all the gems. We'll just gain the 1. We'll focus this. And let's actually... Yeah, why not? We'll put this... Although that's... No, that's silly. Don't do that. We'll put this one in there. And then this one can go there. Whole idea is that I want to have that one prepped so that I can use it to focus in future turns. So, although I guess it doesn't really matter where it's prepped because it has to get cast in order to do it. Whatever. Okay, let's do this. Why not? Jay can gain a charge and we can see how we're gonna do this. Oh, now this is interesting. Yeah, let's use this to focus. We did buy that with her. So now she's got everything open. So now this will just keep focusing that 4th breach, which is excellent. I guess technically I could actually leave those parked now because she's not really... The whole point is for her to be dealing the healing. Alright, so that took care of itself. Alright, so this is still that husks have 2 lives. So we have to deal 6 damage to get rid of that. Discard 2 cards in hand that cost 4 or more. Or unleash twice and Great Vault suffers 3 damage. Ugh. Yeah, not super interesting. Is that... That is... Ooh. Yeah, we're going to do this here. So this is going to deal 2, then 3, then 4. How can I... If I do 2, that'll destroy 1 of them. Then I can do 3 against this, and then 4 to get rid of the other 2. And then hopefully somebody goes before me. Oh, except I can't! Oh, this has to get cast now. Urgh. Alright, well we can at least do this. Yeah, I can't. Ah, that's a bummer. Alright, we'll let Brama do the charge. Because we're going to want to start healing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still not enough to get that last thing out of the thing. What does she have? Yeah, why not? Ugh. Well, at least it went away. So it'll be easier to deal with those now. So that's good, at least. This is going to deal 1. Yep. Good. I like it. What does this have to do then? Lose 4 charges. Carapace Queen swarms. Yeah, that... I did kind of want to show how fun it is to use that thing, but this is the better strategic choice. Alright. Yep, still not enough to do the Vortex deck. Yeah, I would have... if I really do want to buy that, I'm going to have to... like, stack gems somehow. I'm probably fine without it. We'll see. Yeah, I would love for that to be in that 4th breach, but I need one more either to make that happen. Swarm twice or any player suffers 4 damage. Yeah, that's... Sorry, Xaxos. Okay. How much is this dealing? This is dealing 7. This is dealing 4. Oh, great. Okay. Yeah. And then now this, and even though this is an overkill, at least now it's done. Okay, so boom, 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 and boom, and boom. If I do get that Verswood Amber, that'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be enough. I'm doing it! Yeah. We're definitely getting to the point where... Man, I really wish... What's she gonna get? She'll get to focus some things. Yeah. Wild card! Alright, so let's focus this up. I guess himself? Alright, boom, boom, boom. Alright, so this is 6. Yeah, if I want to do the thing, that's fine. So we'll just do... I guess, yeah, this is... Well, I don't have to actually do it. So we'll just go 3. And we'll just leave it at that. And then I'll probably use this hopefully early next round. Yeah, this feels like a no-brainer. She's got all this great stuff set up. Oh, and nothing that she can put in there. I might leave that, actually. I am. That is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to discard this. That. Yep. Good, good. And we will leave that so that I can use it to free focus my thing. Oh, but discarding it means I don't have enough! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Let's keep powering this up so we can hopefully show it to you. Oh yeah, what is this? What does this thing do? Oh, you can do it at any player's main phase. That's good. I don't know if I realized that. Alright, let's do... Brama. Carapace Queen. Wild. Xae. Carapace Queen. Alright. Yeah. Not really sure what I'm doing with Xaxos this game. Anytime I get over 2 mages, I start to lose my focus and I can't really keep track of what I'm doing strategically with more than that many characters. Alright, yeah, we can double focus his middle breach, or I guess 3 breach. And we will preserve durability and just start charging this up. Yeah, she won't, if we can keep her where she is, she won't need to heal herself at all, because that card will die if I use it again. Oof, what does this say here? Unleash play twice. So this is unmake. This is another one of those ones, right? Isn't that what John said? Unmake, yes, so here we go. So this is another promo card. And this is unleash twice. Any player destroys the top 3 cards of their deck and suffers 3 damage. So craziness. So the unleashing has already happened, and now we have to destroy cards. So let's take a look. 3 crystals for Brama. That seems like it's probably going to be the way to go. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Yeah, Brama's 3 crystals can go, no problem. She also suffers 3 damage. Yeah, that is not a good card. It is, in fact, a very bad card. Alright, who do we want? What is this going to do? Discard half the husks in play, rounded up. Gravehold suffers 2 damage for each husk discarded this way. So we want to get rid of as many of those as we can. That's fine. We'll let Xae do some of that. I know, man. Those mass destruction cards, when they come around, it's like, oof. Because it's like you really want to destroy cards a lot of times, but like especially if you have no control over which ones. Like, oh, I'm just gonna destroy all your 6-cost spells right now. That's cool, right? You didn't need them. I guess we'll go ahead and open that for him finally. Did he use up his thing? No, he gets to use it one more time, so he'll get to heal 2. Is it next round? Yep. And he'll get to open that all the way, so that's good. Okay, this is going to go in there so it can do more damage and continue to get more... Oh, unless it's going to deal 4 damage and I can destroy a card in hand. Yeah, so have I just decided that I'm never going to buy this Arcane Nexus? I think I've kind of decided I'm never buying that Arcane Nexus. Let me see. How many spells do I have? Oh, but you know what? It's fine. Here's what we're going to do. Yes. So I'm going to keep these 2 cards here. I am now going to use this. And I'm going to do 4. And destroy a card. And 5. And destroy a card. And 6. Alright. So now we're not quite as far behind the 8 ball as we were. Alright, any player discards a prep spell. Yeah, I'm throwing caution to the wind here on the damage 3 dealios. Okay, this is perfect. So let's do this, and then we'll focus. Then this can go here. So that's going to deal 6, and that'll just keep climbing. Should she heal herself? Physician, heal thyself. She'll heal 2. Yeah, I think Xae is actually the better choice. Oof, yeah, Gravehold is low. Yeah. We're definitely going to do this. Yeah, and actually we can get those down to nothing. There's going to be more, though. This is probably a mistake, but... Yeah, I had actually forgotten about the Gravehold HP. I looked up, I was like, oh wait, 6? Yeesh. Yeah, that's not super great. Yeah. Well, what spells does he have again? Yeah, we'll preserve durability and we'll grab one of these. Yep, here's that card you were just talking about. Alright, any player places a discard on top of their deck, shuffles it, and then destroys the top 4 cards. Alright, so everybody, let's look. Who has the least to lose? Oof. Yeah, see, Xae, that's actually, like... I could get back from that fairly quickly, and it gets rid of... That's probably the best... Actually, yeah, maybe Brama is a better choice. I mean, obviously we don't want her Amber to go away, but like... It's fine, we'll do Brama. Okay, so the next turn is gonna be... Yeah. Is there a way? Oh, there isn't, because, yeah, you got to play it and then you got to prep it. So, all right, this is going to do 6 and 3 and 3. Alright, so that's done. Oh yeah, wait, if I discard it, what happens? Somebody gets to draw? Fine. Oh, wait. No, which one was this? Oh! That's a different one. Skip. I think we're gonna... Oh, yeah, see... Oh, no, we're still 1 away. I can definitely still, at some point, I will be able to get that. Like, next turn... maybe not next turn. Alright, I think I need to sprint the Nemesis. I don't... Yeah, I promise I just don't have enough... No, I know, but like, if I keep all 3 of the Wristwood Ambers, I'm only going to draw 2, so I won't end up with any more crystals. That's the problem. Like, I was thinking about keeping them and trying to get it on the next round, but I would have to... Well, I guess if I just... Nope, it's still not enough. So... Yeah, right now what I'm trying to decide is if it makes sense for me to try and sprint this Jagged one. Oh, last turn. Yeah, I guess I wasn't thinking far enough ahead. We're still gonna get 3. Yeah, see, but there's not a lot of setup happening here. So I feel like survivability is gonna be important. So I think this is the most important. Right, and this is a so maybe that's what I'll do. This is gonna deal. I think it does. This is gonna deal 7, then 8, then 9. Is that right? It is. Yeah, I should have just been focusing that the whole time. I should not have bothered to hit the other dude. We may still not make it. Like, it's very much an open question, I think. Is this the last time? Yeah, so she'll get to heal up for 2. Oof, yeah, see, this is the thing. Like, I would want... The problem is Xaxos doesn't have anything to prep. I want Xaxos... Like, ideally, I'd like to have Xaxos go twice and maybe win the game, but he's got his little spell, which if he goes... Oh, I guess if he goes 2 in a row, I could keep it there, but I won't know that. Ooh, yeah, if Brama goes again, she can heal, but nobody's actually in dire need of healing right now. Alright, we're gonna let Xaxos go anyway. Yep. Prep these, do the thing, add the thing, drop the thing. Alright, just don't give me 2 bad guys in a row and we should be solid, right? Yes. Yeah, so Xaxos is going to do the most damage this turn, so we'll do that. And we'll win, because that's how we do it. Okay. Ouch. Back hurts. All right, so thank you for joining me. I mean, maybe I could do a 3rd one. I don't know. Does everybody want to keep watching? I could do a 3rd. It would have to be... Oh, no, you know what? I am going to do a 3rd because there was a thing I wanted to do. Let's do a thing. So we're going to do a solo. Let's see how Xae solos, shall we? So we're going to do... I'm going to set up a game that I like... The way that I like to play with Xae now. So let's see if we can do that. I don't actually think... Well, we'll come back to that one. All right. So Relic, we definitely want the Destroyer. And on spells, I like having... Knowing for a fact that I'm going to get this one, and maybe that one, this one... Yeah, on beginner, like soloing on any character is super hard. And so I always like if I'm gonna solo, and especially if I want to show it off and not just immediately get thrown away, I want to try it on beginner. I want to do it on beginner. So, what's the 6? Yeah, okay with that. All right. So now what else do we need? Do we want more relics, more spells, or more gems? I kind of don't want any other gems. Problem is that if we were gonna play like Prince of Gluttons, that would be tricky. Yeah, I think we're gonna do Rageborne. I feel like we should have her have a second gem, like a high-powered one, just in case. grab one of those. And then on the relics... Oh, you know what? Actually, I kind of want... Deal 1 damage. Where's the one is... Yes. No Gravehold. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Am I using any of the durabilities? I don't think I am. Oh, the blasting staff. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll do the blasting staff instead of this. That's fine. Okay. Boom. Alright, so let's play all gems, gain it for the Vortex deck, buy the thing. Right, so instead of charging, this is where I start stacking Jades. And yep, like this. Play all the gems, gain for the Vortex deck. What do we get? Oh, yeah, so here's the Lava Bolt. So we got that. What else did we get? We got Lava Bolt, Dark Fire, Planar Insight, and Arcane Nexus again. Okay. So we'll grab that. Yeah, really playing it on beginner is mostly just for the extra health. Because playing against any individual nemesis, it's so not it's not rare, and especially when there's only 3 hero turns per 2 bad nemesis turns. Like you can get ganged up on really fast. All right, what am I getting? 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Keep doing the damage, perform the damage on. All right, so now we're getting to the point where I can't afford stuff from the Vortex deck with what I have in hand. So let's grab, we got 3. Oh, perfect. So we'll go ahead and grab this Bottled Vortex, start calling out some of this stuff that we're not going to need. Oh, sorry, Provoker. Alright, gem. Do I have... Yeah, see, with nobody else helping to focus her things, she's going to have to do it all herself, so... We'll do this so that we can do this and this. What am I drawing? Yeah, because I can discard those. Yeah, so here we go. Rageborne strikes. Gravehold gets 3. I get 1. Alright, so that can definitely go there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm only going to end up with 5. Actually, this is perfect. Well, it may or may not be perfect, but let's see. So we'll do this. So we'll deal 3 damage. Play all the things. And good. I can buy the thing. Alright. So we got 3 in a row. What happens with this one? Unleash. Any player suffers 1 damage. That player suffers 1 additional damage for each Fury token. Okay. That's not great, but at this point it's not awful either. Are both of my... Yes, both of these are in my trash, so that's good. So let's cull those out. And look at that. We're like 2 rounds in on a solo, and we've already culled out the 2 sparks, and we have like 4 solidly good spells. She sets up fast, is the long and the short of that. Yeah, let's open that so that we've got some place to put these things when we need to. Alright, so this is going to be 4. Ooh, I can prep that to there. So I think that is what I'm going to do this round. Or am I? What I need is... Alright, well, let's just do this at least. Alright, so we've got 4. So do I want to be able to prep this in there, or do I want to buy 2 more jades so that I can start having basically have jades be the new crystals? Because that's kind of, like, that'll put me in a really good position going forward. I think honestly, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I may even end up doing another bottled vortex to call out some of the crystals. See where they're going to go. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. This is fine. Since I can get rid of this, we can finish casting, because I don't want to get rid of either of these, because I want to gain for the vortex and gain for the vortex and then buy the thing. Good. Now we're done with the vortex. So now we've got everything there is to have in the vortex deck. I don't think we've bought a single regular spell, right? Yeah, it's like I'm just sitting here playing with myself. Wait, no, that doesn't sound right. 2, 4. Do I want 5? What do I end up with? No, because if I get 4... Yeah. Oh, man. This is... I don't think I've soloed her with this particular market before, but it's actually kind of great. Yeah, like I could be powering these up, but I don't particularly care, because I'm just going to keep calling out the garbage, and I'm going to end up with a sleek deck of like nothing but jades and high-powered spells. If I live, of course. All right, what do we got here? Grateful suffers 3 or unleash twice. Yeah. How many do we have left? 2 durability on this. And this, we need 4 charges. That's actually doable. That's doable. Okay, that's fine. So we'll play all the gems. We'll grab 2 charges now. Oh, I guess I could get the 3rd one. Wait, okay, hang on. Back it up. Backing it up. Backing it up. Alright, let's try this again. So play all gems. We'll prep this. This will allow us to play another gem again. So the question is, do I focus and take a single charge? Can I get 3 charges next round? I cannot. Unless I guess unless I leave that prepped. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. So I'm going to do this, and focus, put this in there. And now this round, I will cast this, kill that bad dude. And I will finish casting, play all my gems, gain 1 for all of these. And then if I replay any of them again, now I get boom, 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 and I can get rid of that. Easy peasy. And they each cost 4 more. Oof. Yes, so we're definitely going to use this now. And... great. So let's play this. Get rid of both of these. Oh, I forgot you get to draw when that happens. Ooh. Yeah, actually, discard. Hey John, if you're still watching, Darkfire. Discard up to 2 cards from hand, deal 3 damage for each card discarded this way. I believe on the engine side, that is treated as a single instance of damage, right? Like it does the calculation and then it deals the damage. So it's like if you discard 2, it's 6, then add 1 for the breach that you're in. Will the permanent up on this, is that also calculated at the end of the rest of its effect? I see the sup. I'm pretty sure he's saying that's him confirming that I'm right in that it is treated as a single, and now he's confirming the second piece. Okay, so yeah, so using this in the second breach, or excuse me, in the vortex breach, is good if you want to not have to discard cards, because then you can use it to just as a single. You can basically use it as a spark anytime you want. I'm just sort of doing my internal. Yeah, +1 is total at the end. Yeah, perfect. So now I'm sitting here trying to think like, okay, I've got the 4. I could focus this. I obviously don't want to prep the lava bolt into it because that's going to go away the next time I use it. So I guess the question is, do I want to get other things or do I want to power that up? Yeah, I'll have enough to be able to power it up again for that. It's fine. So we'll focus this. We'll put this in there. We'll put that in there. Awesome. Yeah, because I don't think I want to. I don't honestly. Yeah, like I'm not going to discard for this, so it's going to deal 0, and that's fine. But now next time. Oh, look at that! It even says it explicitly there. Deals 1 additional damage. Very cool. All right, so now that's gone. You can see it popped in over here somewhere, right? Yep. All right. Play all the things. Oh yeah, this is something that I asked John if we can potentially add it later. That if the Vortex deck is empty, don't ever use this. But again, there may very well be a scenario where you want to play a card and end up with ether that you can't use instead of ether that you can't. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. But it was a thing that I requested. I will see if that's a thing that gets done or not. Oh, right. I was actually going to focus this so that I can put this up there. Good. Oh, if it's supposed to do the +1 the first time you cast it, I don't know if I'm seeing that, to be quite honest. Here to discard 2 cards in hand that cost 4 or more each, which I don't have right now. So hopefully we're all fine. Oh, interesting. John says that card is possibly being changed to read gain 1 ether and 1 only for the Vortex deck, which actually, I mean, that would track with the way that sort of thing is worded on other cards, where, you know, it's like you gain 1 ether and 1 that can only be used on gems. So, yeah. I mean, it's not functionally the same. Like, if I play that and I choose 2 for the Vortex deck and I have 5 total, 3 that are regular and 2 for the Vortex deck, I can't then go buy something that was 4 of regular ether. Because that ether is only usable over here. Alright, let's play all these. So we got 5. Ooh, do I want that to go in that final spot? Yeah, I'm in a pretty good place with Xae right now. John says it is think it through. Okay, so let's think it through. So this will be a fun exercise. All right, so like I have 2 crystals and 2 flights in hand, and I play all 4 of them. If I choose just to make it 1 ether, then I have 4. I could buy, let's say, the blasting staff. If I play the 2 regular crystals and I play the 2 flights and I select Vortex deck stuff, then I have 4 for the Vortex and 2 for regular. I can no longer buy the thing that was 4 regular ether, the blasting staff. So it's not functionally the same. Math-wise, it might be the same depending on how you play them and what you want to buy, but like you end up with 2 extra ether in the only can be used here bucket instead of can be used anywhere bucket. Yeah, we might as well focus this. Oh, look at that. I forgot that I was going to get a chance to redo a thing. I'm actually going to start charging up her her ability. Ooh, my mouse is almost out of juice. Yeah, so let's attack. Go to the gems. Yeah. I mean, I'm moving slower than I would have liked. How many crystals and other things do I still have? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I might as well. Yeah, this might seem a bonkers thing to do at this stage of the game, but I'm buying 2 more of those to cull out all the other garbage that I don't want anymore. And this is going to at least do 1 now, so we're good. Yeah, Gravehold is still in a solid spot. Maybe he speaks too soon. What does it say here? Players collectively discard... Oh, I gotta discard everything. Well, that's fine. I'll be able to start culling stuff out. Player suffers 4 damage. Yikes! Okay. So one of the other things that is important to remember is that if you're playing a single mage game, you can become exhausted and that doesn't end the game. You don't actually lose until Gravehold dies. Choosing gain 1 ether is the same if you don't use the Vortex deck ether. Choosing gain 2 Vortex is the same since you just use the 1 regular ether for the Vortex 2. I'm sure that makes sense. I'm not sure what it is, though. All right, so let's do this. So first things first, we're going to cull out some of these from my discard. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to get rid of this Vortex one as well. Oh, I forget. You also get to draw. This is fantastic. And now, I guess we'll just get rid of both of these. And now we functionally end up with 4, which means that I can then do this. I can do this again. This is a fun... I love getting into these kinds of, you know, sort of scenarios where you can just sort of rotate through the same things. Player with the most open reach suffers 3. Okay. Let's see. So 33. This is. All right. So I guess the question is, do we want to try and get? This is going to deal 5 damage. Yeah, and then so next turn it'll deal 6. This is dealing 3 plus 1. It's actually gone down because of things. So do we want to try to speed run to the end here? Yeah, you know what? Gravehold has a ton of health. Oof, but we're gonna have lots of furious stuff happening. Yep. Yes. Yeah, see, now we're stuck because you know what? I should have just destroyed this breach is what I should have done. Can I go back that far? I don't think I can go back that far. Yeah. I had it in my head that, like, oh, I'll probably open that breach 3, but it's, like, completely closed. Yeah, see, this only does 4 now. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, I guess if I want to do 2 for 6, yeah, so I'll be able to have that next turn. Question is, no, actually, I'm pretty sure I will survive it. So, I guess maybe to 2. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. That's awesome. So is that game? 6. It is game. Oh no, because I'm not. It's not in the focus. It's not in the vortex breach right now. All right. Well, that's fine. We got this. That's fine. Do your worst. Ooh. I mean, you didn't literally have to do your worst. Hey, like, I asked for it. I guess that's my own fault, right? All right. So, yeah. So, that was the first look at Xae. That is going to be a new mage for Aeon's End coming relatively soon. We don't have a specific date to tell you yet, but stay tuned, and we will certainly let you know as soon as we know. Hopefully, we're going to do this next week again with Mist. It may or may not be on Thursday. It may or may not be next week. But I'm planning to do more of these sorts of, like, when I'm doing my beta testing. I actually ended up not having any bugs this round, which is good. But had I, you would have also watched me do the bug reporting process. So this is basically just sort of going to be me talking through playtesting. And hopefully it's fun. Hopefully people find it entertaining. And I think that's going to be about it. So don't forget to check out spiritislanddigital.com. As mentioned, we did just cross 27,000. We're more than 2/3 of the way there, and we're not even halfway through the campaign yet. So I think we're good to go. Actually, we might be exactly halfway through the campaign today. Is that right? 18 plus 18. Maybe we are more than halfway through the campaign. I don't remember. The long and the short of it is, you should go back to Spirit Island, and you should tell your friends to do the same. And I think that's going to be it. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Have a wonderful afternoon. I hope to see you on more playtesting streams in the future. And have a great day. Bye.